I work for the Training Research and Development Unit of the Information Technology and Media Services Director of the University of Ibadan. I have my co-presenters also. I have Dr. Solawi. She's a GIS specialist from the Department of Geography. And I have Timitoko Wahib, a data analyst, a machine learning, a GIS expert, working with tech credit banking. So we'll be, in the next 2 hours, we'll engage ourselves by showcasing the opportunity of ESRI tools. Timitoko Wahib is going to start the session. Timitoko Wahib, I have made you a co-host. Can I stop sharing my screen so that you can share yours?
Yes, you can.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Can we see my screen now?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm White Benedict. I'm a data analyst with Credit Bank Nigeria. But on the other side too, I'm a GIS analyst. So I'll be one of the speakers for today, and we'll be discussing leveraging ESRI ArcGIS tools for health promotion education. I'm not a health professional, but I'll do my best to actually put more light to how we can make use of ArcGIS in our various fields, if at all we have people from other fields here with us. So I hope we all enjoy this session. So here's the agenda for today. So I will be taking the introduction to ESRI, and I don't know, maybe my guy will actually ask me to take why ArcGIS is for health promotion and education. But for now, I'll be starting with introduction to ESRI ArcGIS. So what is ESRI ArcGIS? Basically, ESRI ArcGIS is just a software tool that we use in geographical information system. It's a comprehensive suite of software, like that is, we have several other softwares, tools in it, which is it was developed by Environmental System Research Institute, and that's why it is called ESRI ArcGIS. But the GIS itself is when you are talking about location, geographic, getting information, geographical information, making use of system. So that's what it is. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So we are talking about using systems to get geographical information around us. So that's what ArcGIS is all about. That's what we use ArcGIS for. So it is widely used for mapping, doing all sorts of spatial analysis, visualizing data, whether they have location attached to them or not, in terms of the attributes. And also, the major goal of using ArcGIS is for us to be able to make an informed decision in our various industries and sectors. So it is a very, very useful tool. And I can boldly say today that ArcGIS is applicable to, if not all, mostly every other fields. So these are the key components of ArcGIS. ArcGIS consists of several components. We have the ArcGIS desktop, ArcGIS online. So let me start with the ArcGIS desktop. It's used for creating, analyzing, and managing geographic data. So an example of ArcGIS desktop, we have the likes of your ArcGIS Pro, ArcMap, and some other desktop softwares like that. So we have the ArcGIS Online, which is a cloud-based platform for creating and sharing maps, apps, and data. So this ArcGIS Online, basically, you can use it in your organization. You want to analyze data and your other employees are not with you. It's a cloud-based system whereby you can analyze, assign tasks to someone to do, and you can always monitor what they are doing, how far they've gone on it, and all of that. And we also have some other applications on it, such as ArcGIS Workforce, ArcGIS Dashboard, Story Maps, and all of that. So everything, it actually encompasses everything. So ArcGIS Online, it's a very good place for you to be if you are dealing with geographical data in an organization and you really want to put your work in place and you don't want distance to be a barrier. Probably you are not there and you want to see what they are doing. It is very easy for you to access what your employees are doing. So ArcGIS Pro is a modern 2D and 3D mapping application for professionals. So I don't know why it is 2D and 3D here. What I know is map and scene. So we regard 3D mapping to scene to some extent actually. So ArcGIS Pro gives you the capability to be able to create map in 2D or 3D. You want to see the all-dimensional view of a particular area or a particular phenomenon that you are studying. So this gives you the opportunity to actually explore and see how things looks like on the other side. So ArcGIS Server allows organizations to publish, share GIS services and data like that. So we have ArcGIS Server as our own UIGIS community. So you can, with this UIGIS community, you can have access to all these things, ArcGIS Online, ArcGIS Desktop, ArcGIS Pro, and so on like that. So let's go straight to the importance of GIS. GIS information system plays a crucial role in our world today. And as a matter of fact, location have always been a problem and it is still a problem. So GIS is just a saving grace to run to for us when we are having some sort of location problem. Probably we are carrying out a research that deals with studying how that particular variable factors we are studying, how it is being distributed over a given boundary, over a given geographical locations. So GIS is the best for you to use, and GIS allows us to understand, analyze data in spatial context, and enabling better decision making. Let me quickly tell us a story. Why I went to GIS when I heard about GIS is basically because someone was doing a map and actually went online and was able to capture every other thing we need using satellite imagery and all of that. It was so interesting to me that, okay, if I'm in Ibadan and I can put the whole world in my palm, that would be great. So that's why I went into GIS. And I don't have to be in a particular place before I can know what is going on there, before I can study what has been the changes in this particular location over the years. So that was why I went into GIS. So GIS allows us to understand and analyze data in spatial context, in the sense that today there is this particular belief that 80% of businesses, they have data, they have location attached to their data, but below 30% have realized that there is location attached to their data. But when we realize that there are location attached to this data, then we can now make use of this, utilize them and it will definitely help us to make better decisions. So it is used in various fields, like I said earlier, practically all fields. It's only if you don't know the aspect of GIS that you can actually incorporate into your field yet. But at the end of this session, you can always meet me. I can check your project, see what you do, and I can actually make my own contribution on how GIS can actually improve what you do. So GIS is used in urban planning, environmental management, public health, transportation. Transportation is in the sense that it's only in Nigeria that it's like GIS is not really a welcome technology. It's not really embraced technology as it is in the Western world. Because in the Western world, there is something they do, they call it routing analysis. And you can make use of GIS, you can make use of all these softwares to do this routing analysis. Probably there is a fire outbreak in a particular location. Immediately they receive the signal, they will run their own routing analysis. Okay, what's the best route for the firefighters to take to that particular location? But here in Nigeria, there is nothing of such. By the time you follow the teacher, you enter on traffic. Before you get there, lives and property must have been lost. So ArcGIS is used, application of ArcGIS is used in diverse applications such as urban planning, land use management, disaster response and management, natural resource management. Probably you have a particular mineral deposit, you want to map it, it is very possible to use GIS. Epidemiology and public health, are you actually studying the outbreak of a particular disease in a particular area? And you want to look into how this disease has actually spread over in that particular area. And there's another thing you can do with this in GIS. We call it interpolation. You've actually studied your area, but you want to see, okay, using some algorithms, you want to know what's the possibility of that disease occurring in a neighboring region around that your study area. This is very possible with GIS, and it will add more depth to your work, trust me. So we have business. Okay, let me talk about urban planning and land use management. You can achieve this using satellite imagery, analyzing satellite imagery. You want to study what has been the changes, what has been the extent of urbanization in the past years. Let's say now you want to study from year 2001 to year 2010. You can just obtain the satellite image and see where, okay, in year 2001, I want to know what was the total area covered by land? What was the total area covered by buildings? What was the total area covered by vegetation? What was the total area covered by water? So this will reveal a lot of information to you when you compare it to the current year that you have. So the comparison will give you, okay, the buildings has covered more areas of land, the water is actually deteriorating. So you can have all these information and it will give you information about what is going on around you. So we have business location analysis. It is also possible for business location. I call it suitability analysis, actually. Probably you want to cite a particular business in a particular location, and it must actually fulfill a particular criteria before you can cite that business. Let's say you want to construct a gas station, and you call the professionals and they tell you you need a particular area of land, and this area of land must be like, okay, let's say 10 kilometers. Look, that one is too much. Let's say 500 meters away from residential and some other criteria like that, due to fire outbreak, fire being traveled to where people stay and all of that. So with this suitability analysis, you can determine where that your business will actually be. And some other businesses as well. When you have some other attributes, some other data, you can combine it and visualize it and be able to pick a particular suitable point for your business to actually be successful at the end. So we have conservation and environmental monitoring. It is also useful in conservation and environmental monitoring. You can use it to study deforestation, the level of deforestation and all of that over the years. By the time you do your land use land cover map and see how vegetation has decreased over the year. So you can tell, okay, that's when you can have probability. It what's the causes and all of that. So it's useful in practically every other fields. So in conclusion, ArcGIS is a powerful tool for working with geographic data and solving spatial problems. I'd say when location is a problem, you need ArcGIS. So as we explore ArcGIS further in this training, you will discover its capability and application in greater detail. Thank you for listening.
So much, Mr. Kouaib. I think I can pick it up from here now. Okay. Okay, so why ArcGIS for health promotion and education departments? Some of the background research I did, health promotion as a department has to do with health to a large extent. So basically, you're trying to identify just random examples, areas with high risk of chronic diseases. You want to map distribution of health resources. You want to track spread of infectious diseases and a whole lot of stuff. Or you want to evaluate the effectiveness of health promotion programs that are being run by the government. So ArcGIS is very useful for this particular domain. Public health officials are able to benefit largely from using these tools. Health educators can create maps that shows location of healthy food options. They can use this to track incidences, any outbreak before they occur. So researchers can use ArcGIS to study the relationship between environmental factors such as air pollution. Community organizations can also use ArcGIS to assess the impact of their health promotion programs and identify areas where more work is needed. These are some recent examples. The Center for Disease and Control used, I know, remember during the COVID-19, everybody was doing dashboard. You see numbers moving there and there. These are things that they have used ArcGIS for. So even the American Heart Association uses ArcGIS to identify areas with high rates of heart diseases. The WHO uses ArcGIS to track progress of global health goals, such as reducing maternal mortality and improving access to health. So for us, the benefits is quite enormous, from data visualization to spatial analysis, resource allocation, epidemiology studies, health education, including decision support system. So I want to believe we all registered for the ArcGIS. With a show of hands, I want to confirm if we have received an email from us. I want that feedback is very important for us. That feedback is very important. Let's confirm. Okay, 3, We have sent these mails out, so you should have received these mails. So if you have received the mail, are you able to log in into the platform? Oh, great. So that's quite a good feedback. Okay, great. So you must, oh, awesome. I like that. So we must have received some feedback from us. So you have your account set up, you have changed your password and stuff like that. Good. I like that feedback. That's quite encouraging. So now that you have the account, and like Temitope has told us, it's a very big tool. You can see these are various tools. We've got Insight, Living Atlas, Map Viewer, Survey 123, a lot of apps. So we will concern ourselves for this exercise, how from data collection to putting our data on the dashboard and sharing the insight of sharing stories from our data. So before we go on, we all take part in one research or the other, and which means that many of us are used to using Google Form. This is where your respondents will have access to the internet. But if you are going to the field, what we do most is that we do paper collection, paper-based form. You go to places, it's a book paper for them, you get back, you start coding your sheets and stuff like that. But nobody does that anymore. The last census that was the last exercise that was done in 2006, the last census, we moved around with paper. Now, census of 2023, they've stepped up. We are now using mobile devices to collect our data. So there are several of them that has been used. We've got many of them available on the Play Store. JetForm, ODK, TeamScope, a lot of them. Some will offer you, for ODK, for example, they offer you, if you are doing less than 5,000 records, it's free. The moment you go beyond 5,000, you have to pay for it. But when University of Ibadan has a license, we've got a license. You don't have to pay. We've got this grant. You could set up a form. In fact, you can use our license to run the census for Nigeria. That's really the capacity that we have. How big the database that we have. So for us, we recommend Survey 123, which is one of the products that comes with ArcGIS. Why Survey 123? It's easy to set up. Minimal training is there for the field, that's the enumerators. Very smart form. And most importantly, it is integrated with the ArcGIS platform. So for this demo, I will assume that we want to do two things. We want to do two things now. We want to create a survey to assess knowledge, attitude, and awareness of health issues and preventive measures, let's say HIV and AIDS. So let's assume I have a questionnaire somewhere. Let me stop sharing. Stop sharing this. Okay. I'm going to share another one. Okay, good. I have something like this. So I've got this, I've got something like this. Yeah, so basically, this is my objective of this survey, is to focus on topics like HIV, AIDS awareness, and breast cancer. So these are the questions I have. I've got like how many sections? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me head to my survey 1, 2, 3. If you have your accounts, there are two options. Let me just hit any of this. I could do survey 1, 2, 3, the ArcGIS.com straight away. I can do UI, GIS maps, the ArcGIS. You should have received that in the mail you received that takes you to the website. Okay. This is UI's account. So there are two options. So I go to survey 1, 2, 3 directly, who takes me to my sign-in page, or I come to the global home page for survey 123. So the choice is mine. So let's move on. So let's sign in. Let me sign in. So I'm signing in to the survey 123. So I click a new survey. These are surveys I've done in the past. Click on new survey. So there are 3 ways. I could use a blank survey. I could use templates to see existing template that I can base my design on. I could use, this is for the template. You can see different surveys that has been, so you don't have to start from scratch. These are different surveys, so that you don't have to start from scratch. So if I click on any of this now, so that I look at what it looks like. Okay, good. This is one now. It's coming up. Internet should not be messing me up. Okay, let me, okay. So I've got something coming up. So don't forget, I've got my question somewhere here. Okay, this is my question. So we've got like 4 groups. So we're going to work with that as quickly as possible. And we'll disclose that. Right? Okay, good. So this is it. This is the way the ArcGIS survey 123 looks like. This is where I'm going to design my question. So give a survey name, health awareness survey. Health awareness survey. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So the title, okay. What is the description of the survey? Okay, I can have something here. Okay. What's happening? Okay, so let me go back there. Let me give it some descriptions. Okay, so for description, right. So let's start putting tools, the various controls or questions. So the first one is, we've got section 1. So let's click on group. This is used to group your questions together to display your question. I can double click on this now. So you can see that I have on title group 1. If I go to my question base, what do I have there? So I have section 1. So I can place that there. I've got a group. So the next one is gender. So gender is male and female. So in that case, I go back to my hard question. So this is a single choice. I can drag that into the section 1. So gender. Now, can you see it now? The options, the choices. Male, female. I can take this one away. I don't need this. Right? Age is the number. So go back there. Add question. So I've got question age. I drag it there also below this. Oops. Where did it go to? Oh, it didn't stop there. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. So that's age. Age is number. So it's a required question, must be an integer. Oh, this is also a required question, gender. Also, it's a required question. Okay, the appearance, I can make it horizontal compact. You know what I want. So let's move quickly. Okay, so I want to pick the location. Okay, to pick the location, I mean, start a map. Okay. So, location. Remember, I was told us this is location-based tool. So it could be a point, it could be a line. You could make it visible. Oh, I don't want it visible. I just want to pick, I can do several options I have. Oh, I don't want the map to show during the form. Okay. Depending on what I want to achieve, I can actually determine that. It's a required question. If you want it to hide from the survey, such it picks location automatically, you click on hide from survey, but let's just leave it as it is. Okay, so let's pick the next section, which is this. Okay, so we'll go back to add. Okay. Okay. So let's put some bunch of questions there too. So have you heard of HIV/AIDS? It's a yes or no question. With a single select. Okay. Yeah. Now, if I have more than one options, more than 3 options, I can click on the batch edit. It gives me this. So I can just put each option as on a line. And we can see that horizontal. It's a required question. Okay. How would you rate your knowledge of HIV/AIDS? Okay. So I can make that the drop down. Or look at. So it's up to me. Okay. So that's the question. So what are the options? Okay. Click on the batch edits. Can we see that? So I've got all the options. You need to be very careful. There are no, you don't have to have space there. Okay, it's a required question. Do you know how HIV is transmitted? So now we can make this question a yes or no question. But so if, for example, if the respondent says no, it's not supposed to see the other sort of questions. So let's try that. So okay, let's try that. Single select. Okay. Label. Yes, no. Okay. Horizontal, the required question. So the next options are, oh, if you select yes, that's those who select yes will see the next set of questions. So these are the options that we're looking at. Please select the method. This kind of question now, it's a checkbox question because it's a one or many. So I have multiple selects. Oh, this is out of this place. Aha, back there. Okay. So I've got that. So what are the options? Okay. Are the options? Okay, so I've got 5 options there. Third question. Let's mute ourselves, please. Kindly mute yourself, please. Okay, I hope I'm still audible. Okay, so if you select yes on this question, so we've got the option there, set rules, somewhere here, set rules. If you click on it, so if it's to show the next set of questions. Once select yes, you will be able to see the next set of questions. That's how it works. If you select yes, you will be able to see the next set of questions. Please, this one. Can you please mute those who have speakers on? Some of their speakers on. Yeah. Can they check it? Let's have to prevent it. Please, let's mute ourselves. We are not speaking, please. Okay, so we got. Oh, not sure is also an option there. So I can have a plus sign here to give me more options. Not sure. Yeah, I can also still make it horizontal compact. Okay, so required question. Question now. So in this case, it's a text question. So we are not going to limit it. Okay, so let's work multiple line text somewhere here, multi-text somewhere here. Okay. Yeah, so required question. Good. So we've got that. So we've got move to section 3. Let's move to section 3. Or we can stop at just section 1 and 2. At save time. Okay, good. So we've got, oh, we have not been saving our work. Anything can happen. Ensure you save your work. Anything can happen. Ensure you save your work. Okay, I've got my work saved. Let me preview my form and let's see how my form is looking like. Okay. Yeah, my form is coming out. Good. So this is how my form is going to look like. Is this not beautiful? Okay, so I've got my form. Okay, good. So, of course, this form is still known to only me. So I need to move to select an option of how they are going to collaborate. So I will collaborate here. Yeah. Okay, no, I can't collaborate here because I've not published. So I go back to my design and I click on publish. Good. At this point now, because this is a survey form and you wouldn't want to start doing coding again, so you can modify it. So if I can modify my schema, so we can see this now. The label is I can decide to, oh, anyway, you see mail is 1. Female is 2. Yes is 0, 1. Yes, 0, no, 1. 0. No, 1. Very knowledgeable, 1. 2, 3, 4. 0, 1. Sexual contact, 1, 2, mother to child, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 2. And I've got that. This is quite easily done. So I can publish my survey. So my survey is being published. So now, the next task I'm going to do now is this. I am going to, this link will be available. Okay. So once this get published, I am going to share this link now to all of us. But for surveys like this, there could be various ways to share it. It could be a restricted survey where it's only certain people that can make submission. For example, you got a project that only enumerators or only research assistants on that project that will be able to share such projects. In that instance now, I need to select the appropriate methodology that I want to use. So I got some questions on the charts. I saw them. Some people said they don't have an account yet. So if you have registered with your email, please check your email. The link, check your email. You must have received. Some of this. Of course, we'll definitely share the recordings. So, ooh la la, my survey has been published. So I need to collaborate. I go to Collaborate tab and share my survey. For now, let me make my survey public. But if I make it for only investors other people, only those who have accounts with UI, who have access to it. If I make it, I want only members of a specific group, only members of a specific group will also access it. So for now, let me make it public. Okay, and I'm saving it. So I'm going to put on the chart now this URL. Put a copy on the chart. Can we access the chart, please? So let's access the chart. Good. So in the next 3 minutes, I want all of us to open the charts and fill this form. Please enable your location. Please ensure that your location is on your phone. Let's try that. Ensure that your location is on your phone, on your system, from which you're using. Let's quickly do that. I'm going to pause the recording also during that moment. Let me zoom it, okay? Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, so yes, so I want to believe we have all made some submissions. Okay, age 20. Where is my location? Okay. Okay. Let me just pick the defaults. Have you ever heard of HIV/AIDS before? If I do know, I will see another further question. If I do yes, what happened? Is it technified? It's not technical. What happened? Didn't we tie this to any question? Okay, this is fine. How would you rate your HIV knowledge? Somewhat knowledgeable. Do you know how HIV is transmitted? Once I pick yes, I see that set of questions. If I pick no, I will not see it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, can AI be prevented? Yes. What are some preventive measures? Avoid using sharp objects with people. And that's fine. I've got my survey submitted. So my survey has been submitted, right? So let's see if the results are coming in now. Okay, let's see if the results are coming in now. Yes. No, let's see if it's coming in. So let's go to data. There's a tab called data. I hope I'm audible. There's a tab called data. Still on the survey 1 to 3 platform. So at this point now, I can see the data that has been submitted so far, so good. So let's see how many are good. Oh my God, that was quite fast. 20 submissions. That was quite good. So we can see, that was quite good. So that's quite good. So we can see where the submissions are coming from. So where are the submissions coming from? So we can see where the submissions are coming from. And we can see the values that have been submitted. That have been submitted so far, so good. This is quite good. So this is quite good. So if I go to the Analyze tab, now at this point now, I can export my data straight up to CSV or to Excel. I can go to Export, and I do exports. Microsoft Edge seems to be misbehaving of recent. Yes, it's messing up. Microsoft, I don't know why Microsoft is doing that way. It's messing up these days. So let me copy that to Chrome. Okay, let me copy that to Chrome. I don't know why Microsoft Edge seems to be messing up. So I'm on Chrome now. Okay. Is my screen visible? It's visible. Okay, good. So I'm on Chrome now. You will see that the same that I could do Microsoft Edge, I'll do it easily on Chrome now. Oh, we have 24 now. So I can go to exports and I do convert to export to Excel. And it's exporting my files. Good. Health survey. I can save it my desktop or my documents as the case may be. So I've got to save it. Health survey. If I go back to my system, recent file, documents, health survey. So we just see that now. So what can you notice from this? Can you see our coding has taken effect? But if you look at it from the data tab, you will not see this. But when we get to this point, so there's nothing we are coding. And you can see our location data is also there. Nothing you are coding. You're not coding anything. Okay, let's go back to, okay, so I can also go to Analyze tab. Just like we have in Google. Like we have in Google. Yes, just like we have in Google. So you can see it now. You can see gender. You can see the age range. You can see it has grouped it by itself. Okay, everybody has heard about AIDS. Okay, knowledge base of HIV/AIDS. How is that transmitted? You see that now? What are some preventive measures? You can see it's also giving us a word cloud available to us. Now, all this is online. Now, what about if I want to run this in an offline environment? So I go to Play Store. So for Solve 123, if you go to Play Store, there is a tool on Play Store that you can actually download. It's also called Survey 123. So on Play Store, I can search for Survey 123 app on Play Store. And it gives me this. It gives me this. So once I have this on my phone, okay, I don't know how good our network is. Let's try and do that on our phone. This is very important. It's very, very important. So for this app, you could install it on your phone and go to the field to collect data without internet. And once you get back to your base where there's internet access, you can actually sync so that your files come back to the internet. For the meantime, it will live on your device. And that's it. So you've got something like this. So far we've got 26 data are coming. So what I've demonstrated now is that we are able to collect this data effortlessly and ensuring that it's location-based. That's what I've just done effort. So if you go to Play Store, you can download this. So now, still on ArcGIS platform, the next thing is we want to visualize our data. There are several tools that we can use to do this. We've got ArcGIS Pro, we've got Dashboard, we've got Story Maps. So for this session, we'll use both Dashboard and Story Maps. So I'll welcome the next speaker. I want to see her face. The next speaker, in person of Dorcas Olawi. So Dorcas will be taking over my seat now. Okay, so Dorcas, sit down. You need an external mouse.
Yes.
It works.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. And well done to everyone that filled the form. Oh, okay.
You can minimize this. You can minimize this. Yeah. Okay, good. So this is okay. Yeah. Okay.
I hope you can see the slide of this. I'm going to walk us through how we can get the data we offer, the ArcGIS survey 123 that we fill. And this is,
Yeah, what's the name of the survey?
What's the name of the survey?
You can search for it.
Fresh.
Else. So that's how we must.
Yes.
Yes.
And we are going to click on the awareness survey results to see the results of what we filled so far. Okay, so this is the health awareness survey results. We can open it in on our map viewer. This one is online, and we can also open it on ArcGIS desktop and also on ArcGIS Pro. But because ArcGIS desktop and Pro is not installed on this system because of it is Apple system and it's picky, so we are going to open it on Map View Classic. So we're going to see our map. I think the network is slow or is loading. I'll be just. Oh. Okay, I'm going to start over again. I didn't know that I'm being muted. So okay, I'm going to start over again. I'm going to go to the content on the ArcGIS online platform in which we registered. And this content is to show, to visualize the map, the locations where everyone picked, where we picked we filled our survey, health awareness survey. So I'm going to click on it. So I'm going to look at the, I'm looking for the results, health awareness survey results. Okay, like I said, we can open our map on ArcGIS Pro, ArcGIS Desktop, and ArcGIS Map Viewer Classic, the one on the online ArcGIS platform to publish our map, because the end product of any analysis, any analysis is to visualize our map. Because you cannot say you want to map out the distribution of HIV in, let's say, in Nigeria or in Congo, and if you are not seeing the map, you won't be able to know whether the distribution is clustered, whether it is random, or whether it is dispersed.
Recording in progress.
ArcGIS desktop and then functional design, because we have some items we can run on it, such as cameras and but because Apple system is so picky that we can't install some application on it. That's why we are going to open this data we've filled and collected on Map Viewer Classic here, just to map out the location. Okay, this is still loading. Okay, so it shows locations where the data has been collected. We have Nigeria and Congo and Central Republic. So to go ahead, we have legend. So there is not a map if there's no legend. Legend shows us the location, and you can see we have the survey points where the survey are being filled. So we want to save our map. We save as health survey map _ copy and health _ education _ class for the tag. Then we save our map. So our map is saved. Now we want to go to web app, and we can open web map, create a web map in different location. We can do that through another tab, but I want to create a web app with this ArcGIS online and the Earth survey map we are working on. So as you can see, currently only you can view your map, but if I want everyone to view it, I want everyone to not University of Ibadan. So I'm going to click on everyone. Okay. To be able to view the map. Update sharing, yes. And this is the link to the map. But what I want now, I want to create a web app. And to do this, I'm going to click on create a web app. So this is configuration app and web app builder. What I want to build is, I want to build a web app. So yes. Yeah, this was. So I've clicked on creating web app. So it is, the network is still loading then. So sorry for the bad network connection. It's still loading, so I guess we have to wait for the network. This one is.
I expect now that people have left offices. The network should be better. Let me change network again. Hello. We're back. Okay. Let's do it again. We're coming on board. Okay, I think we're good. Right?
Yes.
Good.
Okay.
Let's.
So these are the steps for creating web app. This first, you have to select a map or a scene to display your app. Then you have to include the information to help your readers. Interactive, then the first step is to the theme and layout. So I want to publish this. Yes, confirm. Launch. So this is the web app that we created, and you can see that we can view this on another page. So this is the web map. So you can able to view the data collected over time. and know the spread of the diseases. But there's something called story map, and story map is to tell us a story about a particular disease or a particular spread of, let us say, impact of particular disease in an environment or community. So there are two ways of doing that, but I would like to open a new URL to enter the code storymaps.arcgis.com. So we want to create a new story. As you can see, some people have already have some stories on ground. This is how workable is your community. So there are different things, there are different ways to create your story, but I don't want us to use any templates. Let us create our own story. Start from scratch. So we want to build a story. It's like building a blog, and that's the interesting thing about ArcGIS. It's part of the package that comes with ArcGIS Online. So, okay, on title story, let us call it Earth Survey. Earth Survey. Let's start with a short introduction. Okay, health, education, class. So now I want to tell our story. We can add image, we can add cover image, we can add video. That's interesting about this. So I'm going to go to the next page and look for one image we can use. Let's look for health. Let's search for health images. So let's bring this, let's download this. Tell your story. Image. Okay. I think we just have to look for one image on this.
Click on the back to school. Select the back to school, any of them.
Okay.
Then click on the back to school.
Okay, let's use this image. Okay, this is the image. Let us add it. So as you can see, this is image. So if you want to add, let's say, any other information, let's say we want to add our map here. So we can use our Earth survey map that we created. You can see that our map surface up. We have this is the Earth survey map that we have. So this is the map that we created that we save on the content. So this is our map. Okay, what else do we want to add? I want to add videos, which is another interesting thing on channel video. Okay, and we can upload or we can use link. So I'm going to go on YouTube and look for any video on GIS. And let me copy the URL.
Hi, everyone. It's Grace from.
So I'm going to copy the link here and add. So as you can see, we have our videos here. So talking about navigating map and things in ArcGIS Pro. So that's interesting about story map. Let's say that you want to tell us a story about spread of HIV or spread of this COVID-19 pandemic, COVID-19 that just, let me say we are still facing. I don't want to say that no more COVID-19. So there's a way you can tell your story through your story map. And after that, you can design it just like you design a blog. The end product of everything is for visualization and for communication. So in as much people can relate with your story and understand what you are trying to tell us, story map is another good way in order for information, yes, for information to help. And the interesting thing is, can we see my screen? Can we see my screen? Can you see the point that we pick this information from someone that filled this form from Nigeria? You can see that it's giving us the information that the gender is female, the age. Have you heard of HIV? It's showing us the survey question and the response from this particular person from that location. So that's the interesting thing about this story map and about ArcGIS online. So if you, in case you want to know, I don't know, any survey you are working on, and you want to know, okay, if particular location is where the disease is prevalent, so we are filling the survey and adding the map, which shows the location of the people that fill the survey. So clicking is able to know, oh, truly whether the prevalence of HIV/AIDS or malaria or any health issue is high in that particular location. So as you can see, and after everything designing, you can design and also preview your story map to see how good it is and how relatable it is. And now interesting is just make it to be interesting for people to read and understand and able to relate well with what you are trying to tell us. After doing that, there is the next thing that is called publish. Okay, so I want to replace the picture just to make it relatable for Earth survey to be able to relate with our topic, what we are talking about. So at the end of everything, after writing your story map, writing a blog, I'm sure we've seen blogs before. So the next thing is to publish this and send the link to people that needs to read about the story of whether HIV or malaria or tuberculosis. So these are all health challenges and health issues, and this can serve as a way to aware the policymakers or the people that are in control strategies or the NCDC for them to know about what you are trying to tell us and about your research. So this is the best way and the interesting thing about ArcGIS online. So I would like to publish my story map now. So who wants to see it? Is it public? Is it for organizations? But it's and I want us to know that there's something that is called ethical consideration in research, because you cannot just, there's some information that are so important and it's not just for everybody to see. There's some organization, maybe it's just you want the health organizations to know about it. For people, let's take this instance, maybe for HIV, and we want to know the spread of HIV in a particular location. If you can, a particular location is showing that HIV prevalence is clustered in that location, you can see that in that area, it's going to affect the people that owns building in that place, because people might be skeptical about buying lands and moving to that location. So we have to be careful about how we share our story map. If it's something that can go viral fine. But if it's something that is, that is just within our organizations that needs to see this, so that's why we have for private, we have for organizations. So, but because it's health and we're dealing with HIV and it's a sensitive matter, I would like to publish it as public. Thank you. So we. Okay, this is, okay, this is, I want to show us the story map that we created now. Although I mistakenly click private instead of making it public. So I want to go there now and edit it so that we'll be able to change it to public and not private. Okay. So I want to continue without sharing. Or yes, share these items. I think I want to share these items so that readers may be prompted to sign in or see placeholder map. So I'm publishing the story now. You've published your story, nice work. So this is our story about health survey class and health survey education. I would like to share the link to us so that we can also view the story map at our hand. And I'm going to drop this link on the Zoom for us to be able to view the story map. Thank you very much. Mr. Olari, why do we take it from me?
Thanks so much, Dorcas. Yeah, that's that's why we are working around to ensure that we are right on time. Great. So we've got that. So we can share this link. We can share this link to the charts. Okay. So we've got this link up and there. So we can always pick up this link and we are fine with it. So that's a story map. Let's go back to dashboard again. Okay, Okay, so let's go back to our dashboard. Let me close all this again so I can take it all over again. Okay, okay. This is where we are coming from. Did we get more respondents? Okay, so let me just go to my UIGIS. I can click on UIGIS. Don't forget that that's University of Ibadan's home page for the UIGIS portal. Good. So I've got it there. Yeah, the network has not been very friendly today, isn't it? Very, very poor. I mean, it's so sad. We've been using Airtel, MTN, everything back now. So it's like your dashboard. So if you click on your profile here, you can see your profile, you can see setting. Now, this is very important. I need to show us this. If you click on your profile here, name here, you've got my ESRI training here, community. So click on training. Click on training, community and blog. So if I click on training, I will be able to access, because this account has been configured in such a way that you can access training resources. That is where we have configured it. You can access training resources provided by ESRI. And you have access to the blog also. A lot of people write stuff to educate each other. So, but this training aspect, I'm really interested in this particular aspect because it's going to serve a lot. It's going to be beneficial for us so that we can take this learning to the next level. What we've attempted to do is to give you an overview of possibilities. You can see now, okay. I hope my screen is still visible. Okay, good. So you can see the various training resources that you have on the platform. There are quite a number of them. I mean, you could go to the catalog to see the entire outline. You could see for every tool, you could search directly. Oh, I want to do story maps. You could search directly, and you'll be fine with it also. So just so many things to learn. Just on story maps alone, you will so many things to learn there. So back to my dashboard again. Okay, so now if you look on the menu here, these are the various apps that exist. Even if you don't know where to start from, you can, the most important, you start from this URL, uigis.maps.arcgis. That's the most important URL you need to know. That's the most important you need to know. Okay. So once you are at this space now, you can always locate the other apps once you click on the menu there. So for example, now if I click on dashboard, for example, we must have seen several dashboards before now. Let me show you some examples of some dashboard. Okay. Okay, let me sign in. Good. Okay, good. So, yeah, okay. So let's look at this. Let me create a dashboard. For example, I can make this health survey or health awareness for the dashboard. Of course, I need to have a way to add some things to my dashboard. I'll add a map. So where is this map coming from? Health survey map. Do you understand the concept? Everything is one ecosystem. You are not jumping from one platform to the other. It's just one. You are not jumping from one platform to the other. It's just one. Okay, done. So you can see that's coming on board. Now, still on this, my own page, let me click on this again. Let me click on ArcGIS Insights. This is ArcGIS Insight, which is used for data analysis. It's also loading. Notice the various icons. Okay, good. This is the dashboard. So I can click, I can add elements. Okay. Let me add an element. Let me add a pie chart. Pie charts. Okay. So which category am I picking? Let me pick gender. Good. You can see the display of gender. Let me see this. Okay. Let me add another one again. Let me add still a pie chart. Oh, I want a list. I want a list. Okay. Oh, list will not do well for me at this point. Let me still do a pie chart again. Let me look for another category. Have you heard of HIV/AIDS? Or do you know how HIV/AIDS is transmitted? Hmm? My name's. Yes, it's also there. So can you see what am I building gradually? I build a dashboard gradually. Okay, let me add another one. Okay. Let's do a table. So what do we have there that we can add as a table? Okay, we've got age. So you can see you gradually are building a dashboard. So all those computer dashboards you have seen around, this is how you actually build them. And everything will align in places. So we open ArcGIS Insight also. This is ArcGIS Insight. Okay. So this is my ArcGIS Insights. I've got some previous ones I've done. Okay. Do I have anything here? But basically, simple. For ArcGIS Insight, they call it workbook. So you can start working on your projects. You don't have to go to SPSS or anything. You can use Insight for your analysis. You don't have to go through anything. So you can, where is my okay, can I search for it? Let me see if I can search else. Let's see if I can search for else. Okay, this, yeah. So yeah, this is it now. So it's good. So the whole essence of ArcGIS, you are within one ecosystem. So you don't have to, and this, we have this license already, and this license costs a lot of money. A lot of money. So actually, okay, let me add it. Yeah. Okay, so this is my, you can see, this is a map of data that was submitted here. So I can start add a new page, and I can start adding other contents to it as much as possible. Okay. So I think this is a convenient way to stop and take questions, but there's a whole lot of tools that are out there for you to use. I mean, it's so complicated, a whole lot of tools. I mean, a whole lot of tools for you to actually play with. Hey, you've got the Living Atlas also somewhere, a whole lot of tools to play with. You could browse contents on the Living Atlas and see what people have done, and you'll be amazed the kind of thing people are building with this simple tool. Try to open one. So you can see this now. This is the story map. This is a story map. Okay. Yeah, it's a story map. So I think this is a convenient place to stop and get some feedback from participants. I know it's not easy to attend long sessions like this. It can be very, very tough. So thanks a lot. So let's take feedbacks. Oh, the license. Okay. The license, as long as we keep getting the grants, we keep renewing our licenses. That's the truth. As long as we keep getting the grant, we keep getting our analysis. I mean, we keep getting our license renewed every, I mean, we've been doing this since 2014. We have been getting this. So by next year now, will be 10 years that we've got this license. So HOD, sir, you do the closing remark now, sir.
Sorry?
You do the closing remark now, sir.
Well, before I do the closing remark, I have some questions because I have about 3 or 4 accounts on ArcGIS, which during the training, I think 2 or 3 were created for me. So the last time Mr. Folayo created another one, so he was trying to put me through certain things, and then that was created. So I'm trying to log in now. So I've forgotten virtually all the password. So I have to activate that. So is there a way I can merge all these 3 or 4 accounts together into one? So that I'll just know that I have just one. So if you look at the backlog, there's one UIGIS Oludipeolu, there's one ArcGIS Oludipeolu 07 or so. Then there's one Oludipeolu Health. That was the last one that they created for me at back end. I saw you as the administrator. So
yes.
I don't know what to do about that. Because some of the study that even the one we did on the COVID-19, I was supposed to have that in the repository. I couldn't access them now. So is there a way we can match that? And then again, for some of the students,
see you've got like 4 accounts.
Exactly.
You've got like 4 accounts. Presently.
Exactly. So for some of the students who might want the recording in case they need to play over this again, so that they will be able to do hands-on, is there a way they can get it? Either
yes,
the video?
They will get the recording. That's not a problem.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
The recording will be on YouTube and they'll have the link.
Oh, okay. Great. Thank you so much, sir.
You're most welcome, sir. Okay, so you can now have your close remarks now.
Okay. On behalf of the Department of Health Promotion and Education, we sincerely want to thank you and Mr. Afolayan for coming together for us to discuss and to put up this one. This has been very, very useful to us. I can tell you, we have some faculty members who are here. Even one of us joined all the way from the US. That's Dr. Adeyemika Desmenu, and we have other faculties. Yes, they joined in and they came in because we just finished a business meeting at the PG College. So a few of us couldn't join, but for others who struggled to join, they had class this afternoon and then so we want to thank you so much for creating your time. I know I was disturbing you when you were in Ghana, not knowing that you are out of the country. So my brother Akwaba. So
Charlie?
So even despite a busy schedule, you are able to make this to happen. And I think the students, they've learned, even some of our interns, some of the Babcock University student interns who are with us, they join as well. And this has been a very useful tool because like I told them, it's something they can factor in for them to use. It will make life much easier. And I think they've had themselves. We have PhD students among us. We have a Master of Public Health student among us. And we have, yes, I think all the other ones, they are master's degree student. So I want to say a very big thank you to you and your team for bringing up this one. But Temitokwe, I want to thank you, and Dorcas, I want to thank you so much for what you've taken the whole participant through. It makes life simple for us now. So we always call on you because for those who are in class now that's supposed to join the MPH1, they're currently having a course now. And we want to factor that into their own research methodology. So this time around, we want to add a new name to our name. Beside the Department of Health Promotion and Education, we want to add Oliver Twist to it because we will always come back to ask for more. So if there is a way we can do that, it is going to be online too as part of their own training, so that when they get this and they get to know this, it will be useful for them and to make life easier for them. So on behalf of the department, I want to say a very big thank you to you in particular and to Mr. David Afolayan for coming together to put this for us. It's of immense benefits for us, and I'm sure they want to practice. So I know I'll be bombarded with questions by the time you leave, and I will always beg on you in case some of the questions are coming, so that I can throw it to you, and then you can help us resolve them. So once again, I want to say thank you for taking out your time, and for all the participants too, both far and near, Dr. Desmenu, thank you so much, all the way from the US, and for others who are not based in Ibadan, many of our PhD students across the country. So thank you for taking time out to get exposed to this. You will remember during your proposal, a previous seminar, we mentioned things like that. And you can see that we're building on what has been said by Mr. Folayo. And it's something we can make use of for your own research, and it will make life much easier for you all. So once again, thank you so much for your time and for this exposition. We are indeed grateful. God bless you. God bless everyone.
Thanks, sir. Okay, so before we go, can we please switch on our cameras so we can take a picture? So 1 minute, let's switch on our cameras so we can take a picture.
Sir, just a minute. Let us put on something nice.
We're almost there. We need more people to come online. Okay. Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks so much, everyone. So, bye.
Thank you very much, sir. Bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.